Kevin Saunderson in Rotterdam. Ahoy.
I'm good, man.
I'm good. You enjoyed it?
I had a great time.
Yeah?
And there's still more to come, too.
There's still more to come. You're going to play back-to-back with Carl?
Yes.
But beforehand, you come into the room, you see the venue.
Yes.
What did you think of it?
I thought the venue was quite amazing. I felt, from walking right in, you could feel something there. You could feel like,
special vibe.
This is gonna be off the hook tonight. This is gonna be a special party, and that's what keeps myself going too, DJing wise and musically, because you see such events like this being put on with such a high level of production and thought process, and you're giving it to the people too. You're giving them something really special. So I thought, can't wait. Can't wait.
Being a friend of Carl, what was your first experience with Carl?
I think, to be truthful, my first experience with Carl was really working in the studio. As many years as I've known Carl and he's known me, we really didn't have a lot of communication until really like 4 years ago, really. Mm-hmm. And then he came to Detroit to play at the festival in Detroit. And they contacted me saying, Carl would really like to work with you. And, we had some phone conversations. And I played a couple of times with him, but that's when we really, the friendship started. And he's a great guy. I had a lot of fun with him. And we went out and had plenty of great meals and just fun, just uplifting, And I'm an uplifting kind of guy, too. So we hit it off really good, especially in the studio. So it was a fun experience.
So you've done a track for the album, right?
Yes, definitely.
And you played it tonight?
Actually, not yet.
Not yet. You're gonna play it.
Yes, of course.
Have you ever played back-to-back with Carl or not?
Yes, I have in Detroit. He played for me at a party. And I played, he played, and then we did back-to-back. So it was probably the best party in Detroit, and maybe one of the histories in Detroit.
If you look at a party like this, like playing in Rotterdam for more than 10,000 people and playing in a small club, what gives you a better feeling of where do you think your sound is going to be the best?
It really varies. I mean, yes, I must admit that small clubs, it's closer and the people are closer to you, and I think you have more flexibility in the music you can play and the sound you can play. When you play bigger, sometimes you have to, they want it a little faster automatically. But I think Amsterdam and it's a couple other markets that are really good for that. The market is, you can have a big crowd and you can play for them, and they really are into it, where even though sometimes you might not be sure, but you see when you point to the crowd or a certain section comes on the record, the hands are in the air, and people give you plenty of compliments afterwards saying they had a good time.
But don't you think that if you look at the festivals here in Holland or the big parties like tonight, Cox and Friends, and the big parties outside of Holland like England or Germany whatsoever, that the production in Holland is like at a very high stage, high quality?
It's the top. It's no doubt about it. I don't even play too many other big festivals. This is one of the places that I will play big festival because I know the production level is at the highest level it could possibly be, and that's what you want. That's what you expect. And
playing back to back later on, what do you expect from that?
Just bouncing off Carl, he bounced off me, and you really don't know what to expect. You just kind of...
You know what you're going to play already?
No, I have no clue.
Me neither. I have no idea what to play.
And that's the best way, because what happens there is you do stuff that you don't even think you're going to do, and all of a sudden you get this certain magic working, and it just turns out to be great. And the interaction between the two and the crowd and everybody,
You know we're going to be up there, right?
Oh, I know.
Fear of heights?
Not at all.
Oh, okay, that's cool. So what are your plans for the future?
For the future, my goal is I want to do soundtracks for movies eventually. Mm-hmm. So right now, I just continue to tour. I will eventually have a Kevin Saunderson tour where I will do some of the inner city stuff, E-Dancer, the tracks that people have I've influenced, like Brian Zed and past and present, stuff like that. I will combine all my projects and do a big tour. That probably will be one of the final stages.
Okay. Well, good luck. And good luck with the back-to-back session.
All right.
And we talk to each other at the end of the night.
All right.
Okay, man.
Great. So.
Take care. Cox and Friends.
Yes.
Rotterdam, ahoy. Nervous?
Very nervous.
Yeah? You just done a sound check?
Yeah.
What do you think?
The sound system is amazing. It's definitely by far one of the best sounds I've heard. The room, what we have here, is really a fantastic room, and the production by what we've done with the room is just awesome. The visual effects are by far the very best I've seen, and with that, with what we're doing with the DJ booth areas and the live act areas and everything, I think it's going to be very interesting for people to see a concept of what we've created here at the Ahoy. So I'm really looking forward to it tonight. We need 10,000 people. I think we have that to make it all worthwhile. But I think everyone has really pulled together and done an amazing job, I think. And with this, it's kind of scary, but I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
You were talking about the concept. It's the concept is based more or less about the Ibiza thing you've done for over the past years, where you invited over your friends.
Yeah.
How is that? How did Ibiza originally started, and how did you come to the idea to take it to the Ahoy?
Yeah. The thing was about Ibiza was I really wanted to give the spirit back to the island, the sound of what each DJ that I booked, you yourself included. Really created a very unique, special party based on your sound and your music coming from Holland. Chris Liebing coming from Germany, DJ Vibe coming from Portugal. Jose Luis Magoya coming from Madrid. All these people coming from all different areas. Christian Varela was just amazing last year when we did the closing party, and we also used the Italian DJs on the terrace, which for the first time in Ibiza we had space rocking on a Tuesday night. You know, Space has always been known for a morning after our club. Now I managed to turn that around and bring in people that I respect. I understand of where you are as a DJ, and your reasons for being there is to give the people the best music possible without having a kind of an idea what people think what the music's going to be. It's your sound and you play it to the people. And with this, it's a really great understanding with every DJ that I booked there for Space, which I think made it very, very unique. Now, with what we're doing here at the Ahoy, is taking that concept a step further. But not only this, I do have a new album coming out, and I have a kind of another sound, another way of getting people to understand that I'm into all types of music. And you're going to hear a lot of 404 stuff tonight here. Good techno, good tech house, good party music, and some serious underground. You know what I mean? But the other side of it with the performances, we have a percussionist, Pablo, who's also just taken himself a step further. He's got this bodysuit which he can actually basically play. Not touch himself.
No, touch him and you hear the sounds, right?
But he can make sounds on his body, which is absolutely amazing. And so this is going to be the first time for him tonight. And we also have Honor Lee, who's a vocalist who used to do the front vocals for Ronnie Size and Represent. She's going to be doing 2 songs here, and also Saffron from a band called Republica, and bringing her out. And the track that I've made is called "Got What You Paid For," and she's going to come out, and it's kind of like rough punk with rock guitar vocals and pure drum and bass. Okay. So people are either going to love it or they're going to hate it, but it's going to be, no matter what happens, it's a performance. And this is what I want people to see, that it's about Carl Cox, but it's about the friends, and it's also about the artists who also are happy to be here and also happy to perform in the way that I really want them to enjoy themselves. They're going to, when they see 10,000 people, they're going to go out there and they're just going to lap it up. They're just going to, I'll set the stage, not physically on my own, but we set it up so everyone can do the very best. And with that, I think there's a really good understanding by bringing the whole thing into a party. Having 10,000 people is kind of informal, but we can turn it into something which is understood. And if we really, by 7 o'clock tonight, I think everyone hopefully will understand of my conceptual idea of it not just being about Carl Cox, but also being about the future of what we want to do for the future, and also where we can go with it, what we've set up for over the last 15 years with kind of rave-orientated events.
Because it's not about like playing one type of music, and your album's not going to be like one type of thing, like only techno or only tech house. It's a variety of stuff, and that's you want to do it tonight, and also with the way you play. Because once read a quote somewhere that you don't want to put things in small corners. You want to have
Yeah.
From each style, from each sound, you want to play the best record, right?
Yeah, I think Laurent Garnier is definitely, as a purveyor of people listening to a DJ that has a wide range of playing music. It all depends how you introduce it. You know, it's kind of hard to put drum and bass into a techno club, you know, but it's also really hard to put techno into a drum and bass club.
Yeah.
So, you know, if we can amalgamate those two sounds together, then people are getting more musically from the night. If you just hear 4/4 kick the whole night of just one sound, people do get bored and tired of just listening to one sound. But if a DJ puts in some colour, so maybe some vocals inside, or some really good breakdowns, or maybe just some breaks even, you know, it changes it and breaks up the night, and then people are all sorts of people are all getting all different types of music. And tonight it's going to be a perfect example of this. And I want to do this. I mean, I enjoy all sorts of different sounds. And today we're going to not only play different sounds, but also get, you know, my artists to perform different sounds. So it's a first for me, you know, in the end of portraying my album, my music, my sound. But not only that, Kevin Saunderson's coming through. I made a track with him on the album, and we'll be playing that track as well as his inimitable Detroit sound. Obviously, we have Jay beginning with us, the local hero here. So you know, hopefully he's like this right now.
He's already sweating.
So he's already sweating like me, you know. And I'm sure he's going to warm the party up perfectly to set everything up for tonight, which I'm really looking forward to. And of course yourself, again, the local hero. You're going to be at home here, so there's going to be much.
My house is 2 minutes from here, so I'm like.
So if you forgot a record, you can go
home,
find it, come back, and still play it.
No, and this is all also part of the album. When is the album coming out?
The album took, I would say, 2 years in the end to make. This is my third album, and I really wanted people to understand I am producing music, and I can't just put out single by single by single. For me, it's too hard in the sense of success of creating the music, which is instant. You know, I want my music to be kind of longer lasting in such a way, and I think the only way to do this is to create an album. So this is my third album now, called The Second Sign. But not only that, kind of with the parties that we're setting up, the album is integral of what I do as a DJ now. So, you know, it's a new concept, really. You know, not many people kind of, you know, tour an album in such a way and have your artist part of what I do as a DJ. And I think this is, I think, one of the very first parties where a DJ is not just DJing for DJing's sake. It's also bringing in a concept of other people around the reason of why we're putting this party on. And
this is more the future for DJs, for DJing, producing an album, bringing people along, doing big venues.
Yeah, I think so, because we want, you know, we're missing the Prodigy, we're missing Left Field, we're missing Orbital, we're missing so many live acts now, you know, and someone has to fill a void of still seeing a performance, and I think that, you know, if I am able to get people to understand that you can still push what you need forward and have a production or an act of some way of the music that you're playing, and then it helps people to feel confident enough to maybe, you know, become the next Prodigy or the next Left Field, you know, or the next Moby. We are really lacking, I think, a lot of the live element of what's going on.
Yeah.
So to bring the dance music back to where it should be and where it respectively has been in many years, but because of the lack of live acts, I think you know, a lot of people are not seeing any real, I would say, artists anymore.
This is also like for DJs, there's much more stuff to play around with. Either it's Final Scratch or it's Ableton Live, or is this becoming a bigger part for a DJ, integrating all this new technology and bringing it on when you're playing, or is it going the other way around, like back to the roots, just the vinyl and bring on the records?
No, I think the art really is to have the vinyl and to have MP3 Final Scratch, you know, computer orientated art of DJing. It's all when you mix your music, it's all an art of fusing it all together. And what I do with the CD players as well is another creation. So I take away 3 turntables, have 2 CD players and 2 turntables, and eventually I'll play Final Scratch. But right now, it's enough for me to be playing with. I think right now that out of anyone that's really pushing this whole scene forward in the 21st century way is Richie Hawtin. I think he is definitely the forefront or the forerunner of mixing the music from computer, creating his own sounds. Really, you know, the music he's playing, no one has, because what you're hearing it's all coming down live, real time. Not many people know and understand it, but if you see his setup, it's very technical to a point of genius.
You see the setup where he had two
laptops.
No, from Apple, the iPods, two iPods, and a mixer and a headphone.
Wow.
And he was mixing music with two iPods and no records, no CDs, nothing.
See, this is the way.
So he can carry one bag, like a small bag, and go on playing whatever he wants.
Which is fantastic, because you can have 1,000 songs on each
Yeah,
iPod,
definitely.
which is enough music, you know, for any after party.
Talking about the party, a lot of people are also curious about the whole back-to-back thing. And how did you come up with it?
Again, the concept of back-to-back, I think, is kind of like, for me, the finale of the night. I think it's really important that people see that we're working together. It's not me as an individual DJ, or Jeff Mills as an individual DJ, or yourself, or Laurent Garnier. I think if you do your set and you represent yourself, and then when people see you working together, I think for each DJ, I think it works really, really well when you're pushing yourself to play the very best music. Yeah. You know, I had this with you, I had this with Christian Varela, I had this with Christian Smith and Kevin Saunderson, where we're working back to back. And then people really do get to see something, you know, of two superpowers coming together, and what's created from the sound and the music and what we're doing is unique, because it's spontaneous. No one knows what's going to happen, apart from that we're going to have a lot of fun. And you've been there before, you know what it's like. It's a lot of fun.
Because we don't know what's going to happen either.
No, we have no idea.
Just to make clear, it's not new for us also.
No, it's a great kind of concept where people can see that we're having a lot of fun, and by doing a back-to-back session with this, it really is all about bringing the whole thing together as a party for all of us, and I think that makes a great finale.
Being okay, afraid of having 10,000 people. Right?
No, she's like that. Fucking come on. They're like, come on, bring it on. You know? So it's great, but it's just nice to bring. Because what I'm going to do also, I'm going to mix it in. So I'm not going to break it and go, here they are. I'm going to bring them in. They're going to be ready to cue, and I'm.
3, 2, 1. Zijn we zover?
Let's pick it up.
10,000 people. You're already being an international DJ for many years. Are you still, you know, hungry to do this? Are you still having all the energy that you had at the beginning of your career?
Yeah, that's a really good question, because I mean, I shouldn't have.
You should be tired.
I should be really tired. I should have pipe and slippers, watching the television, you know. And I have to say, I mean, still after all these years, I still am very, very hungry. For what I do. I still have a passion for the music and passion for playing to people. I still have, you know, the same energy really of what I had when I first started DJing to present day. It just hasn't stopped. I think it's in my blood really. It cannot leave. You know, what I have doesn't leave what I do. I always give 110% to all my performances, no matter where I play. And with this, I just think it's what I'm about, and I think I've been put on this earth to just rock the house, to be honest.
It's a good one to close. I hope we're going to rock the house tonight.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
And up to next year.
We'll do the whole thing again. 20,000 people next time.